2021 Derrick Rose. We said we want to react to Derrick Rose more. I searched to make sure we haven't reacted to this video before. I was surprised to discover we only watched one Derrick Rose video our entire channel career based since we've been doing NBA, which is really bad because he's very, very talented. Before you get into the video,
there we go. Make sure you smash that subscribe and the follow button if you haven't already.
Let's go.
Smash!
Appreciate the sub, man. Appreciate the sub.
Perfect timing.
Miami Heat and their newly formed Big Three are facing off against the NBA's #1 seed Chicago Bulls, led by their young 22-year-old superstar.
22 is so young.
This isn't just any young superstar. This is Derrick Rose, in the midst of one of the most unforgettable seasons of this generation, highlighted by becoming the youngest MVP in the history of the league.
W.
He's just 3 wins away from clinching an appearance in the NBA Finals, and entering this Game 4 on the road down 2-1, he went Super Saiyan.
Derrick Rose is a G, man.
Monster slam in the first quarter, then cocked back a two-handed rim rocker late in the second to send a jolt through his team. Miami, however, wasn't fazed by the kid's freakish athleticism.
Even LeBron's like, damn.
Maybe they should, because this is 2011 Derrick Rose.
Guys, if he didn't get done by injuries, where would he rank in today's game? What we saying? He was playing with LeBron. LeBron was there around the same age.
He'll be on LeBron and Steph Curry level. That's what I think.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
He's very talented.
What kind of expectations do you set for yourself individually going into year 3?
It's high. The way I look at it within myself, why not? Why can't I be the MVP of the league? Why can't I be the best player in the league? I don't see why.
Why not?
Those were the words spoken by Derrick Rose
what the hell?
The 2011 season was set to begin, questioning why he can't be the MVP and the best player in the league. The dude clearly had confidence, but I mean, come on. The MVP? Is he crazy? Those were the reactions around that quote, and rightfully so. Rose was entering just his 3rd season in the NBA at 22 years old, an age at which no player has ever won the MVP. Plus, the Bulls' record sat at 500 the past 2 years. To believe that he and his team could take such a leap was delusional, but I will give him the benefit of the doubt. The kid has shown flashes of greatness with his inconceivable athleticism and ability to finish around the rim. In fact, he was awarded the Rookie of the Year and became an All-Star in just his 2nd season.
Damn.
The signs of a future star were there, but I mean, an MVP at 22? There's no way.
Guys, is there anyone that's won an MVP at that age now, or is that still the record? Because I think he did win it at that age. Let me know if anyone beat it in the end. Oh, still today's record. Wow, still record. What? Crazy. 22 is mad young for MVP.
Yeah.
I will say
The belief
that.
that Rose would win the MVP was a little comical. I mean, we weren't even sure if this guy was a top 5 point guard in the NBA. But in just his 2nd game of the season, he shut us up. D-Rose lit the United Center on fire with a career-high 39 points to go with 6 rebounds and 7 assists. He was clearly confident in himself, and it didn't waver at all through the first month of the season. He poured in 24 and 14 on the Knicks, popped off for 22 and 13 against the future MVP. He caught fire for back-to-back 33-point games, scorched the defending champs for 30, blitzed Phoenix for 35, 12 and 7, and then embarrassed the Kings for 37, 7 and 2. Oh, and that 2
easy work.
Stands for 2 broken ankles. The dude snapped Tyreke Evans' ankle so hard that he kept spinning like a Beyblade after he went down.
That was some serious ankle break.
Disgusting. Rose was flourishing into the superstar Chicago had been craving for years now. Ever since Jordan retired in '98, there weren't many bright spots as a Bulls fan. But now over a decade later, there was another freak athlete in a Chicago uniform. And it was absolute cinema.
Imagine being that Chicago Bulls fan, finally getting like someone that could somewhat replace Jordan.
Yeah.
Because Jordan done such impact for Chicago Bulls. Like Rose was the man.
D Rose had elevated his game to such a degree that he was actually
My
being
God.
considered as the MVP early in the season. Maybe the kid wasn't so crazy after all. However, people were still skeptical that he'd be able to keep up this play throughout the season. But in his mind, there was no doubt that he was among the NBA's elite. He was like a rocket headed to the top, landing just in time for a masterclass against Houston.
Come on, D-Rose.
He was so athletic.
So the chat saying is he was from Chicago as well. So he obviously, 99% of basketballers looked up to Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
But being from Chicago, knowing
Yeah.
you're going to play for Chicago Bulls, he must have like just watched Michael Jordan.
100%.
Top to his left, lost his dribble, got it back. Joe King, Rose for three.
What a shot. Floater.
Big time players make big time plays. 109 at the buzzer.
Rose solidified his name in the MVP conversation against the Rockets, digging deep into his bag and pulling out 30 points, 7 boards, 11 dimes,
Monstrous.
5 steals, and of course, a tough 3 going right at the buzzer to send the game to overtime, where the Bulls got the win. This dude was unreal. The win electrified Chicago as they went 12-2 over their next 14
That
games,
is sick.
as they launched themselves from 6th to 3rd in the East, headed into the new year, where D Rose hit the gas. He killed Philly for 27-9, poured in 36 on the Celtics, dropped 29, 5-7 on Detroit, then cranked up the heat on Miami for 34 points and 8 assists, including a monster 11-point fourth quarter in a 3-point win. Rose was absolutely scorching the league with a play style no one had ever seen before. The dude's ability to finish around the rim was a joke. His
Chat, who would you say was the closest player to D Rose now? Like, if you was to say someone that plays like him or similar traits, and you can get involved if you think of anyone. Is there anyone that
I
you feel
think that
like?
guy we reacted to
What one? That we reacted
last
to many
week.
guys.
Athletic guy.
Oh, the one that we just done.
Yeah.
Oh, the twins. He was one of the twin brothers. Oh, I forgot his name already. Chat. Who did we react to? Who's the twin? Amen.
Yeah,
Thompson.
him.
Would you guys agree with that? A lot of people saying
I
Ja
think
Morant is another
Oh.
one, which I could see as well. Yeah, man, he's very, yeah. I could see. Someone said Russell Westbrook. I could see that as well because of the athleticism. He's just very athletic, isn't it? Like crazy, like
They all have like similar play style. Like they're very explosive, as well.
explosive, very key. word
Jump
there.
high, explosive.
control in the air and ability to contort his body was inhumane. On top of the fact that his passing was elite, his herky-jerky way of finding lanes to the rim was unheard of. His crossover could seriously be classified as a murder weapon, and we haven't even mentioned his greatest skill. D Rose was a blur in transition. The dude can click it into another gear unlike anyone I can think
20
of.
miles per hour,
One
what the
short
hell?
speed burst and he was gone. It was like a Ferrari amongst minivans. And what really set him apart is that he can also do this.
He can jump so high.
Effortless as well.
Yeah.
And he's not that, like, he's not crazy tall either.
No, he's not compared to the other players.
A 6'3" point guard that can do that was unheard of.
Damn.
Rose's nuclear athleticism made him absolutely electrifying night in and night out, as he was now officially stamped as one of the game's premier players. In February, it was announced that he'd be an all-star starter for the first time in his career, an unreal accomplishment for a dude who's in just his 3rd season in the NBA. So, upon hearing the
Mad.
news, D Rose celebrated in a way that only he can.
Rose going in, gets the basket and a foul. Here's Rose battling in. Pretty move by Rose. They just don't score the fast break points as Rose gets on the inside. And Rose wending his way in and banks it in. Over Duncan. Rose. Jefferson.
What a player.
And Rose. It's a big 2. Just inside.
Rose completely picked apart the #1 seeded Spurs with a career-high 42 points, including 13 in a clutch fourth quarter.
And that's when Spurs were playing that elite basketball. Don't get me wrong, they're playing elite basketball now, but like when they had Tim Duncan and that OG team.
To seal their 38th win of the season. D Rose was cooking headed into the All-Star break, where he returned laser focused on that MVP. In his first game back, Rose lit up the Raptors for 32 and 10 dimes. Unfortunately, it was in a loss that got the Bulls fired up. Over their next 12 games, Chicago was blazing with an 11-1 record, including 8 straight wins headed into a matchup against Indiana, where D Rose went berserk for 42 points. Yet this unreal performance was in another loss, pouring fuel onto the fire. The Bulls had an encore, going 11-1 over their next 12, which included 6 30-point games from the young superstar. Chicago had now unexpectedly reached the 60-win mark on the season, and many had Derrick Rose as their MVP headed down the final stretch. But
so LeBron said it himself there from the looks of it. Said LeBron said
nothing was
something about D Rose.
Yet. LeBron James and Dwight Howard were also having seasons worthy of the award. Rose had to remove any doubt around his MVP case, and in the 81st game of the season at Madison Square Garden on national television, he did just that.
So he won it over LeBron?
Yeah.
That year? Oh, wow.
Yeah. LeBron was on fire, clearly, because he's having a good season.
That's a big thing. It just shows his quality.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's off. Poster dunk, boy.
D Rose beat up on the Knicks for 26 points, but he did most of his damage on the Madison Square Garden rims. He took an elevator to throw down the lob in the first quarter, stuffed in a two-hander in the paint like he was Shaq, and for his final act, he soared for an acrobatic reverse slam with his head at the rim. The MVP race was over. Derrick Rose was named the league's most valuable player at 22 years old, becoming the youngest to ever receive the award. At a time where the NBA was stacked with guys like LeBron, Kobe, Dirk, and Wade, it was a 22-year-old Derrick Rose who literally rose above them all.
Good for him.
The only player at the moment that might beat that record, if I'm not mistaken, is Wemby, because I think Wemby is what? How old is Wemby? 21?
Yeah.
Turning 21 or is 21. So, yeah, I think he's 21, the chat's saying. So he's the only person that can probably beat this record with his age, realistically.
Because Wemby's on fire.
Yeah, if he wins it this season, that's the only way, but it will be hard.
The man lived up to his word, and the playoffs are going to show us what this kid is truly made of. To everyone's surprise, MVP D Rose became a reality.
D
Headed into the
Rose.
postseason with a target on his back, he was about to evolve into playoff D Rose.
Uh-oh.
In other words, he was out for blood.
He's trying to win that shit.
Yep. Nice block.
He's on fire, man.
Spins inside. Rose again. Spinning. Floater.
It's a shame he's not playing now. So good.
Noah and Bogut, who don't really need the ball, allowing that guy to do that kind of stuff. Rose.
In Game 1 against the 8th-seeded Indiana Pacers, Rose cooked up a 39-point, 6-rebound, 6-assist, and 3-block
Easy work.
masterpiece. And then damn near one-upped himself in Game 2 with 36, 8, 7, and 2 steals. Playoff D Rose was here, which meant this series was over. The Bulls won Game 3 to go up 3-0, lost Game 4, then closed out the series at home to advance to Round 2. And the Avalanche continued against the Hawks with 24, 5, and 10 in Game 1, but it came in a loss. So Rose said, hey, I'll do it again, as he poured in 25, 6, 10, and 2 blocks.
He's
tied the series
consistent.
at 1, headed to Atlanta.
Consistently
With
good.
Chicago losing home court advantage, this was a crucial Game 3 that can change the entire trajectory of this series. So with high stakes, the MVP came to play, turning the road crowd into his own fans. I'm not even kidding.
No way.
Did you see the move by the MVP? Shot selection in game 2. Rose all the way home.
That's how you know you're some like legendary player, from when the opposition team fans are rating you to
Yeah.
the level where they're like, they know they're watching greatness, and that's what it is. Like, even if they lose, they just respect it for the sake of basketball.
Rose a floater. Catch and shoot. Derrick Rose again. Rose showing no bandaging on that hand. Getting hurt early. For a career playoff high. Bad looks, Mike. They're not getting good looks.
He's smoking them.
Points he's had in his NBA career. 44 for
Oh, on the playoffs, 44. Oh my god.
The Atlanta crowd oohed and awed at every move Rose made on his way to a playoff career. This guy's ability to find lanes and seemingly speed boost into them to score was...
Monster.
I don't even know, I'm speechless. His career performance gave the Bulls a 2-1 lead, but a Game 4 loss tied the series at 2, headed back to Chicago. And it was D Rose time once again. He showed the Hawks how to fly with a huge 33-point, 10-assist night to go up 3-2.
Nice.
Where they closed the series in a blowout win on the road to clinch their ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals, where they'll be facing an absolute behemoth.
LeBron. He's looking at him like, oh shit, we got some real competition.
Yep. We should watch that game, like
This was
highlights.
a dream
Yeah.
matchup headed into the playoffs. The Miami Heat's Big Three, led by LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, against the #1 seed Chicago Bulls and the MVP. It was two titans about to go to war against each other with a trip to the NBA
Oh,
Finals.
Dwayne Wade
going
was there as
down.
well.
And in Game 1, D Rose and the Bulls made a statement. The MVP scorched the Heat for 28 points and 6 dimes, blowing the doors off Miami by 21 to take the lead in the
Good win.
series. 3 more wins, and they're finals bound. Game 2, however, wasn't so great. Chicago suffered a double-digit loss at home, and then Miami caught fire in Game 3 to take a commanding 2-1 series lead. Now on the verge of a dreadful 3-1 deficit, the MVP had to show up in Game 4. And he did. Early. D-Rose set the tone as he soared through the air for a one-handed jam halfway through the first quarter.
Dirty
Then
dunk.
he did it again late in the second, flying down the lane, drawing the foul, and punching a two-handed
You know what? Yeah, I love the way LeBron dunks, but I can't
Tomahawk,
lie.
they call it the tomahawk dunk.
I can't lie. Derrick Rose does it the best.
It's his athleticism.
Yeah, he's like a hawk. I can't lie.
Westbrook could dunk as well, though.
Yeah.
And they have that similar.
They do. It's just so much power behind. He's literally like a hawk.
It's a showstopper.
I love it.
Yeah.
tomahawk to tie the game at 40.
Facts.
And this is right about where we left off, right?
From the field, 17 for 39. What a move by Rose. Yes, and it counts.
He's making a statement.
He's like, LeBron, who?
Oh my god. 6'3" Derrick Rose completely blows up 6'9" Joel Anthony with a two-handed poster on his head, silencing the Miami crowd. It's seriously one of the greatest dunks you'll ever see.
That's
But
crazy.
unfortunately, that'd be the final bright spot for the Bulls. Chicago went on to lose behind a rough 8 of 27 shooting performance from Rose to go down 3-1. And back on home soil in Game 5, we saw the same struggles from the MVP, putting up 25 points and 8 assists on just 8 of 29 from the field. It was bad. But by the grace of God, it's a one-possession game with 15 seconds
close.
left. A 3 can save their season. Rose scrambles to get the ball, makes his way to the left wing, throws up a 3, but it's blocked by LeBron, and that's it. An unforgettable season ends in heartbreak for the MVP.
You can tell that meant a lot to him because he knows how hard these games were going to be because of this man right here.
Smash!
But one thing's for sure, this isn't the last time we're gonna hear from this kid. Derrick Rose is the future. He carried his team to a deep playoff run and won the MVP at just 22 years old. 2011 was just a stepping stone. The kid has his entire future in front of him.
Then the injuries, from the sounds of it. This is where it goes to hell, isn't it? Oh man.
He was flying and he came down wrong on the left foot. Now,
So sad.
or knee, I do not know.
In another life, this may have been different.
Is that right?
Finds Rose. Rose trying to get open, fires away. It's over. The Bulls win at the buzzer.
What moments, innit, of your career?
Why can't I be the MVP of the league? Why can't I be the best player in the league? I don't see why